It's time for the exciting adventures of Sky Girl Reporter.
Today I'm back at the Oceanside International Film Festival. First I spoke to filmmaker Catherine Hardwick. She was there to be honored at the film festival at their awards gala. She's the director of Lords of Dogtown, Twilight, and 13. We talked about all that and more. Hey everyone, I'm with Catherine Hardwick. Who were directors that inspired you?
My first movie was more inspired by Martin Scorsese, doing some gritty films like Mean Streets that had a lot of handheld camera and a lot of motion. And so I did the movie 13, which I wrote with a 13-year-old girl, was the co-writer, and she's in the movie, and that was very handheld and very personal.
Was there an actor that impressed or surprised you?
Evan Rachel Wood is in 13, and she was 14 years old at the time, and she was so good and so centered. Like, every time we would start to shoot, she could go very deep into the character and just be there, like cry if she needed to, scream if she needed to. She was amazing at 14. She got the youngest kid to get nominated for a Golden Globe, too.
How do you get to choose your projects?
So sometimes the projects choose you, and sometimes you choose the project. So sometimes people will send me a script, like with Twilight, they sent me this, stack of scripts, and I read them all and said, no, no, no. And then sometimes I've written the script, like with 13, and with Lords of Dogtown, they came to me, they said, we liked your movie, 13, you might have the right vibe for this. And I lived in Dogtown, and I surfed, so it was a good fit, yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, Lords of Dogtown is about legendary skaters, Tony Alva, Jay Adams, and Stacy Peralta, and it was so much fun because we went back into the 70s and we recreated all the 1970s skateboarders, and it was absolutely a blast. We shot some of it in Imperial Beach, right near here.
What was it like working with Heath Ledger?
Oh my God! So Heath Ledger was a magical person, and when he would transform into his character, we did put special teeth in his mouth that he wanted that were like his character, and he had the wig, and he would be surfing and skateboarding, and he just really created this. He uses his whole body when he acts, and he uses his voice and creates a special voice. So I was very lucky to work with him.
How did you get involved with Twilight?
So I was in Park City, Utah at the Sundance Film Festival, and this company said, we want to make a movie, and they gave me a bunch of scripts, and they said, see if you like any of these. So I read all of them. I didn't like any of them. Even the Twilight one I threw in the trash. But then I thought, maybe it's based on a book. And I read the book, and I thought it had something wonderful in it. So I went and said, let's make a new script, let's rewrite it, and create this beautiful fantasy love story in the forest. Yeah.
For 13 and Twilight, you have like a blue tint on the screen for both of them. Is there like a reason you chose to do that?
For Twilight was more like we were trying to create the feeling of being in this foggy forest, okay, with the mist and everything. For 13, it's only toward the end that it goes like that. Yeah, you got some good questions there.
Thank you. This is more for me, but are you Team Edward or Team Jacob?
Oh, okay, well, both, but I kind of had to be Team Edward because in my movie it's mostly Edward, and Jacob only was in it a little bit.
My favorite movie was the first one, so.
Which team are you?
Team Edward.
All right. They're both awesome, though. Yeah.
What was it like working with Cameron Crowe?
I was the production designer for him on Vanilla Sky, and Cameron Crowe works a lot with music because that's where his background. So at that time, his assistant had like two cases of like 50, cassettes, and anytime he wanted to create a special mood on the set, he would say, play me that Rolling Stones song, or play me that song by Blondie, and then they would whip out that music, and then that would make you feel something and change the mood of the set.
That's really cool.
Yeah, really cool.
What's your favorite project you've done?
I just did a really cool one called Street Smart, and we shot it in Venice Beach, and it's about young creative kids that don't have a lot of support. Some of them were in the foster care system and all, and they kind of bind together and become a family, kind of helping each other. So that was really cool.
What are the challenges with working in Hollywood?
Oh my God, every day there are so many challenges because it's so hard to get a unique story made, an original story, because a lot of people, they want to do something that's based on a book or a sequel or a comic book. So if you want to tell a story, like if I want to tell a story about you or your life, they'd be like, what? We've never heard of that kind of a story. So it's very challenging to do unique things, yeah.
Is there anything else you want people to know about you or your film?
I encourage all young filmmakers to try to find ways to tell their own stories or stories that they love. So, I say get out there and make something. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Can we get a quick picture?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Then I interviewed Nolan Gould from Modern Family. We talked about his new movie, The Liars of Black Mountain Road, and some of his other projects. I'm here with Nolan, and we're going to be interviewing him. Can you tell me a little bit about Modern Family?
Yeah, of course. So I was on Modern Family for 11 years, 250 episodes. That came to a close, I think, almost 6 years ago to the day. And then since then, I've kept acting and now have transitioned to filmmaking as well, as you can see by my very official pass. And we're here tonight at the Oceanside Film Festival. Me and my creative partner have 2 short films here today.
How did you get on Modern Family?
I went through the very sort of standard audition process that most actors go through. I got called in on Valentine's Day of like 2008, I want to say. I was 9 years old, maybe 10, and just auditioned the way everybody else does, and I think they saw thousands of people, and I've got very lucky and blessed to be the one to play Luke for all those years.
What did being on Modern Family teach you for projects later on?
It taught me a lot. I was certainly surrounded by a lot of very funny people, and that has really helped me in the world of comedy, because it's just from a young age completely changed the way I think about comedy, and also just how to behave and be an actor and a person on set, and to respect people and be humble and all those different things.
What are the qualities of a good actor?
Oh, I'm still trying to figure that out. If you find out, please let me know. The qualities of a good actor, I think it's really important, no matter what, as an actor, to find your own emotions and learn how to connect with them, and then learn how to access them and show them to other people. It's deeply vulnerable, but figuring out wherever your sadness or your anger is and understanding it so that you can then show it to other people so they can better understand themselves.
You were on one episode of Grey's Anatomy. Can you tell me a little bit about that? I'm a huge Grey's Anatomy fan.
Okay, cool. Wow, I was about to say, I was like, whoa, you've done your research. That's great. Yeah, I got to do an episode of Grey's Anatomy a couple of years ago where, did you see it?
Not yet. I'm still on season 7.
I get my legs sawn off, and I can't remember exactly what I had, but ironically I was doing it at the time. One, Grey's Anatomy is an incredible show. I'd seen the first couple seasons, and 2, I needed to get my health insurance. As an actor, you have to do a certain amount of work over a certain amount of time to keep your health insurance. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna go play hospital so that I can actually go to the hospital. But it was a lot of fun.
Did you die, or did?
I think I make it. I mean, my character is not doing well. Some of his life choices caused him to... He makes it, but barely.
Can you tell me a little bit about your films that you're in now for the festival?
Yeah, we have 2 films here tonight, The Liars of Black Mountain Road and Hell. Hell is a stop-motion animation film that we did. That's about 5 minutes. Took us about a month to animate. And then the other is Liars of Black Mountain Road. That's a live-action film where basically after a couple hits a dog, they compete against each other to prove who's the better person. It's a lot of fun.
What are your roles in the film?
So in Liar's Black Mountain Road, I'm one of the actors, and I also co-wrote it and lead produced it. And for the the stop motion animation film, I was one of the producers, and I was, I think, listed as chief lighting technician.
Thank you so much. Is there anything else you want people to know about you?
No, you can follow along to see our films as they progress. If you follow me on Instagram, we're posting a bunch of stuff, and hopefully you can come see them soon.
Thank you so much.
So nice to meet
Can
you.
I get a quick picture?
Of course, yeah.
Finally, I chatted with actress Taryn Manning. She's been in movies like 8 Miles, Crossroads, White Oleander, Cold Mountain, Sons of Anarchy, and Orange is the New Black. I interviewed her last year at the festival. How did you become an actor?
Just being cool and like showing up on time.
Now we were able to catch up. I tried to ask her about a few of her new projects, but she just wanted to chat. I'm back with Taryn Manning. I interviewed her last year. Are there any other projects you've worked on since I've interviewed you last?
A lot of projects.
Can you tell me a little bit about some of them?
Well, some I can't tell you about, but I've worked on a couple of movies, and yeah, I'm excited about them.
Can you tell me a little bit about what they're about?
I've done so many movies I can't even remember what they're about. I just finished another. I'm about to go do another. And what about you? What have you been up to?
I interviewed Ziggy Marley, Bob Marley's son.
No, you didn't. I love Ziggy Marley. Where?
I interviewed him at the Festival of Books, and he was displaying his children's book, his new children's book. And then I got a congressional award. I interviewed my congressman. I went to Washington, D.C., and I got a tour of the Capitol.
Nice. How was that?
It was really cool. I got a
was born
tour.
in Fairfax, Virginia, so I'm aware of that area.
Yeah, my dad grew up in Silver Spring, Maryland.
Really?
So,
Silver Spring. We love your dad. He's so cool.
sometimes.
What does that mean?
He took my phone, so he's not cool for that.
Why would he take your phone?
Because I wasn't listening.
And your hair got really long.
Thank you.
Anyways, nice
Thank
to see
you.
you again.
You too.
Alright. I'm sorry I can't remember my movies. There's just so many.
It's okay. I want to thank Taryn Manning, Nolan Gould, and Catherine Hardwick for their time and giving us amazing interviews. I want to give a special thanks to Carly Starr, who invited me to the red carpet, and everybody at the festival. And I hope to see you next time on Sky Girl Reporter with a new adventure.
Awesome.
Thank
Sky,
you so
very
much.
nice to meet you.
Thank
You're
you.
awesome. Keep it up.
Thank you.